Guys, it's Mr. Fowles. Just doing a quick lesson. We're going to go over an air filter. It really is the beginning point of how an engine breathes. So according to the way the ASE teaches, if you get 2 grains of sand, 2 aspirin-sized amounts of sand, inside the airflow of your engine, that would be enough to score the cylinders and the pistons irreparably so that the rings wouldn't seat properly. You would end up with what we call blow-by, oil problems, a slew of other things. So this one piece of technology does a lot of protection. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull this out of the vehicle, take a look at it. Now, I'll do another video at a later date on exactly where it is, how the air box is opened up, but that's actually the easy part. The more important part is knowing a couple of things. One, you may hear old school guys tell you, hey, you can blow that out with air. We never, ever blow it out with air. You blow it out with air, you might put a hole in this media. You just heard me say a couple grains of sand. One small hole is going to be more than enough to puncture this and allow contamination through. So when in doubt, you're going to recommend a change. Usually you want to follow the manufacturer recommended intervals. They're in the owner's manual. In Philadelphia, I'm not going to lie, you're pretty much going to go with severe duty. Your light duty manual is going to talk about mainly highway driving, no real dusty conditions. We have a lot of city filth. We have a lot of heat and humidity in the summer, road salt, dirt, such in the winter. You treat it like a severe service. Now, you're going to see another picture that I inset in here in just a minute. But what you would do normally is you would take this into a sunny bay or right under a good light, and you're going to shine through it and see if you can see through. If you can see through, then the air is getting through, it is still passable. Now understand, just because it's passable doesn't mean we're not going to recommend it. You recommend something to the customer when you know you may not see them 3,000, 5,000, 7,500 miles where some of these oil changes are. So you'll make the recommendation. It's up to the customer to choose whether or not to put it in. There are different types of air filters. Most are going to be this. Some type of a paper media is what they call it. That's what the filtering material is. It's in pleats so that the dirt goes in, gets caught, and stays there. Again, why we don't blow it out. Other reason why we don't do this. Where we don't want to damage that paper media. You will see some people use a reusable filter where it's oiled. You can clean it and oil it. My problem with those are a lot of the people who buy them, not all, but a lot, don't know the proper way to clean them and oil them. And if you don't oil them properly, or if you don't let them sit 24 hours after you oil them so that the oil dries, then those filters, brands like K&N, Spectre over at AutoZone, what will happen is that oil then starts getting pulled into the engine and being burned. It's still an oil. It's not good for anything in there. And it's the only thing really catching the dirt. The paper is not doing most of the work there, the oil is. So if the oil is not actually soaked into the paper, how much filtering are you really getting? So again, go back. I'm going to put that picture up again right here. Look through, see if you can see light. If you can, it's good to go back in. But remember, RTFB, read the flippin' book. Look at what the service manual is. That's how you'll know when to change this, the albeit humble but critical air filter.